I'm got this demo running, and I got heavily into the dollar Swiss. Talked about it falling in this cavern. It's at the same time that the euro dollar is skyrocketing up to take advantage of the hedge. So this is kind of a hedge in a way. It's I'm buying the dollar as it drops. It looks like the dollar yen might start to cave into a hole too. So I'm in this account, and this is my entry on the. I've been buying quite severely here. The bounces. Most of this I've done on the tablet, so here's only the trades that I did on this one. I also have the trusty 2-period RSI at the bottom here. I'll show you the reversals. So maybe you couldn't, if you're a bear, this would be the place to be selling here. Maybe you couldn't aboard the long train, so you just get on the short train of the dollar as it crashes down here, and you're actually getting signals here that you don't get in the other currency pair. Dollar is crashing here, and we have the infamous reversal pattern show up right here. We have the more overbought, lower price. Wow. And we also have the non-directional people boarding the train there. So when this thing comes below, I was running scripts that were a little too tight. So somebody just sent me an email about, yeah, you're getting in too close to the market, too big. And the Goldilocks thing, or the how to catch a falling knife, is, which is just tanking here, is that at some point you have to have your other trade plan. You just cannot live by limits alone. It's going to take a while for me to resize this because there's so many tickets on the screen. Resizing is quite the, I'm in like, let's say about $2 million position here. I'm down $7,000. I used all of my, I used half of my available margin right now. I used a third to get into this trade. So in a huge position. Been buying into this thing as it tanks, and right at the close of the day I started again very heavily with a 50 pip stop to make 100 pips. So some of my targets are way up here, 100 pips north of me. So when I kept pressing the button at the end of the day, and that's the 4-hour chart, if you go to the daily chart, you can see the screaming down through the floor. So when I said that I thought this could be lights out, it was here on the 4-hour chart. You can see the crush into this. Right, so the same thing, as the euro goes up, the dollar Swiss goes down. Not quite a mirror image, but you can kind of see how this is working out. Once you share off this day, yeah, let me delete these arrows. View. Oh Jesus. Control N. Give me the. The control N gives you a navigator. Okay, let me clean up the chart, and I know I got it in here. Wait. Every broker has a different response. I got like delete all objects on the. I guess because I have all those tickets in, it takes forever to delete the objects. So somehow these tickets are in the way of the. This just double click, but see, 3 days down hard, 3 days up hard in the euro. Not quite a mirror image, but we're coming into that same window. This is extreme buyer's window. That's actually my stop out, but I bought below here, as you can see, pretty heavily. This is where I did make some money on that bounce. We were about 8 grand there, but now we were up. I'm sorry, not 8 grand. We were at about 18 grand here, and now we're down here, so just crushing into that. But at the end of the day, I am buying like you cannot believe, with a target here and the stops. My stops are all down here, so we could still get stop hunted, so to speak. And I'll just keep on putting limits in next week. So I would just be going, you know what, we're just going to go all in. We're going to buy all the way down to this. This is just how it has to be. Really, you can't really depending on how much money this is to you and how much you're going to, if you run tight stops, they're going to take you out and you just keep getting in. Then you're going to be losing not only by the stop, by the fact of the spread and the commissions, and you got to keep on if you want to really be in for a retracement back to here. So the idea is you're loading into this for a cash out to here, or you're loading into this to a cash out to this. This is the daily chart. So if you were selling this high, that was your scalp, but you had to know, uh-oh, here comes some more selling. Then you're going to sell a ton load here. And when it comes back to here and comes after this hole, maybe that's your ultimate cash out. But I would definitely be taking something off the table as you come back to here. That's a big move. And these are all, also this one, if you were to buy this hole, because this is a big down day, I'm buying here. But now it looks like we're about to breach into here, but I don't know. If for me, I'm buying down here. I can't get around the fact that that is the place to buy. But when it starts to, if it ever gets below here, which we first got to get through this, so there's going to be a big window of insanity here. I don't think we're going to come screaming down to here in 3 days. We could. I don't know what's, I don't know. I mean, this is extreme, and to get any kind of bounce off of this, if built into this trading plan, which you see, these are my early targets. I'm trying to make 20 pips here. So I have targets here. I have targets. These are the 100 pip targets that I ran at the end of the day. And I have 50 pip stops on that. So I could get stopped out of that, lose $2,000. And what I would do is I'm going to come into another $1,000. I can't stop what's, I don't know what's going to happen. I can't stop what's going to happen. All I can do is just trade it, you know. And look, we're oversold again on the dailies. On the 4-hour chart, you know, it's like, wow, they just keep pounding this thing. It just keeps on smashing. Here, I've got targets to get out here. I'll be cashing out of something there, and as soon as that happens, I'm going to come back in with more limits. Now, how tight do I place those? This is the problem. Am I going to come in? I'm going to come in tighter. I know that because the market's kind of running out of fuel to the downside. In the weekly world, look at that. Look at that weekly. So we're about to take out the wick from here. Oh God, that is amazing. Look at RSI just smashed to bits on here. But I'm a big buyer in here. Another 50 pip window. But yeah, it's going to be some crazy opening coming into, this is the middle of the month. And we took a look at the monthly charts here just out of curiosity. See, we haven't quite taken out the low of the monthly. Kind of stopped hunting the monthly bulls. Blistering. We still got the low of this wick down here, super deep down. But yeah, you know what? If you lose on this trade, if you lose, you're going to lose some tickets on this. I've already lost $7,000 off my $20,000 balance, but I thought this is the place and time to really go hard on this. It's down so hard, and look at that monthly. Just we haven't completed the month, so I think we're going to come into here, and if we get below that, wow. There's no way around it. Of course, would you sell here? Not me. I'm not selling here. I could sell for a few pips, you know, but to me, it's not worth it. I'd rather just. I'm not gonna sell for 25 pips. So this is not a big moving currency either. It's 50 pips from here to here. Am I gonna sell here to make 20 pips? Maybe. But what if it goes zigzagging? The buyers come in. They keep stop hunting my sell now. So what point do you join the train, right? This is kind of a nice, gentle 100 pip thing, and then whoosh. Here's a nice buy and pullbacks. Nice trend trade. Buy and pullbacks. Nice trend trade. Kind of a signal from RSI. All right. But then, what do you do about this? What do you do about that? What do you do about that? Like, so these are just about Are you willing to look at the market every 4 hours, every hour? I mean, I just basically live with the tablet, so I'm just looking at it going, okay, let's do this, let's do that. Oh boy. And if I don't have the trade plan for it, that's a problem. So if I don't have something I can double click, because I refuse to trade manually, because I don't have a stop when I do that. So I never put on a naked order, never hit this trigger, even on a 1K, because I'm going to forget about it and be like, holy shit, I want to be out of that trade. Even though I'm down, and this is another thing that the guy, when I told this guy in the Discord that I was trading 1Ks, he's like, well, that's only like 10 cents a pip or something. Yeah, I know. It adds up. As you can see by this thing, so this is what I'm doing. I'm just loading the wagon an insane amount on this dollar Swiss right now. I'm almost pure dollar Swiss now. It's taken over my screen. I'm 14% dollar Swiss. Now I'm up to a substantial 430 trades per day, but it's more like 2,000 trades a day, I'd say, recently. I can't believe my risk of ruin isn't bigger, but I guess I have enough money in the account. My risk of ruin is only, let me refresh this. I just opened the platform and get the, I'm pretty sure this is where we're at. 13,000. So I got the right balance. I just noticed the chart's wrong here. We should be all the way down to here on this blue chart. So it's quite a pullback in equity, but all 1Ks. That's kind of the contest of it all. It'd take about 5 minutes to get out of this position if I wanted to close it out. I think I'm almost 6 minutes. That's $1,000 bills if they made them. Yeah, it's 1,500 $1,000 bills. I'm sorry, 2,000 $1,000 bills. It's a lot of paper. This is so, my scrolling on here is just unresponsive. It's pissing me off. It's taking so long to load this page for some reason. Okay, where is it? How come I don't see it? There it is. I don't. Risk of ruin is 5.7%. I'd have to. It'd be a lot of work. I had to bleed this account at this point. 50 cents. Average win is $2. I started with $2,000. I'm still holding at 13,000. So look at the orders on here. Let me see how many orders. Total launch. I guess they don't give me a count, do they? Wow. Look, I'm making money on the swap. So there you go. Not even trying to. I don't pay attention to the swap, honestly. If I'm down $2,000, am I making $100 on the swap? I guess it's cool. But I'm thinking, no, dude, you just lost 35 pips here. You just lost $3. This is why. Okay, I just lost $3. And the fact that I'm losing different amounts. Also, we can do a columnized by this. My worst trade is a $4 loss. And my best trade is 49 cents. But I got a lot of 49-cent winners. This is just a dollar Swiss because this is showing the dead cat bounces that I scalped out of. But I'm just getting pummeled on this. So that's part of trading. It's like a bad relationship. She looks so cute in the coffee shop, and then we got to my house and she wanted me to strangle her, and I thought, what if I accidentally kill her? Wait for these stats to come up. Jesus, what's going on here? Floating P&L. We're going to draw down. We're going to ride the storm out. Ariel Speedwagon trading. That's how we roll.